Hey everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. How are you today? It is Thursday, May 12th, 2016. All right, people, so this is what's going on right now, and it is very ominous. I don't want to sit here and sound like that, but it's the truth here because it's something that we've seen before. And honestly, something that I've been speaking about for years. I have been saying, if you follow my work, that the United States is moving back to a two-tier society and the middle class is being wiped out. As a matter of fact, I've gone as far as to say that at one point, not too far off, the middle class will no longer exist. So today, we got proof of that, and that is scary. Market Watch and a couple of others are reporting that the big metropolitan areas, the big cities, 9 out of 10 of them in the United States, the middle class is leaving in droves. Again, why is this so profound? Because again, we've seen this. For you history buffs out there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. When the middle class society is forced out of the big cities. Again, that is the first sign, the first real sign that we are on the edge of a major economic event. And that's exactly what is coming. There's no doubt about it. You know, just on the economic front here today, we just found out that unemployment benefits claims unexpectedly rose. They didn't expect this, okay, to a 1 year high, hitting 294,000. You know, it's kind of funny here in a way because we heard just last week how the U.S. economy added about 180,000 plus jobs, but we lost over 500,000 from the workforce. That's a net loss to me. But they're playing this up as something good here. So, again, the government cannot tell you the truth. They will not tell you the truth, especially right now in this election cycle. It is no secret, at least at this point, to any one of you who have even a fraction of one functioning brain cell, and this is the truth, that the U.S. economy, again, along with the rest of the world, is not just slowing down, but moving towards what I believe is going to be the greatest depression of all time. Speaking about fake government numbers, they're still saying that the unemployment rate is around 5%. Look, this number is off by fourfold at least. Again, they do not count the people that are leaving the workforce in droves. So we're already at depression levels with regard to unemployment. But again, they can't tell you this. They need to keep these numbers fake. And I've been talking a lot over my last several videos how we now exist in a Hoover-Obama economy. A Hoover-Obama economy. And again, if you follow my work, you know exactly what that means. President Obama, once again, the first president in over 80 years. So don't blame Bush for this, because I've been getting a lot of email about people blaming Bush. I'm not a Bush fan either, but the facts remain that this is not Bush's fault. President Obama, the first president in over 80 years, since Hoover, that's why he's Hoover Obama, to have sub 3% growth for his entire presidency. Okay? Now, again, no secret. More Americans are on public assistance today than ever in United States history. Okay, we got this unexpected number here today with unemployment hitting a 1 year high. We got the middle class being exterminated, being forced out of the major cities here. 9 out of 10 of them in the United States. This is so big, people, I can't tell you how huge this is. So don't just floss over it or brush over it or whatever you want to say here. This is tremendous because, again, we've seen this before. Once this movement starts to get moving and we get more middle class Americans being forced out of the cities, it's going to go everywhere else. It is absolutely profound, and again, I hope you understand what this means. People, I've been out here for years, again, saying that the United States is going back to a two-tier society. The middle class, again, if you are a member of the middle class right now, I cannot express to you the problem that you have and will face moving forward here. More than likely, if you are a member of the middle class, you have a one-way ticket down to the lower tier of society. That's where this is going, beyond any shadow of any doubt. So if you don't wake up and you start taking action here, well, you put it together in your head. If you have a couple of functioning brain cells, that's all you need to put this into a perspective here. It's absolutely epic. And this is more evidence to me of well, a lot of people are going to refer this to the economic collapse, but all this is, again, is a correction of absolute distortions of a magnitude that are so great in this economy because of runaway central banks that refuse to allow the free market to dictate fair value. They can't do it. Understand, we now exist in a some kind of a debt mega cycle, if you want to call it that, where world central banks are artificially suppressing interest rates, and here in the United States doing the same thing. So again, this is market manipulation to the highest order. And none of this is real. I can't express this enough. So when you sit here and you're watching the financial channels trying to tell you how, oh, this stock is worth this and this is worth that, they're missing the absolute big picture, because the debt market, again, something I cover at length over and over again, is being manipulated by world central banks who refuse to allow the market to determine fair value for debt. So if the largest part of this market, by exponents, is being manipulated by world central banks, how can the price of anything connected to it be real? The value of your house, for example, the value of the currency, which they're already telling you is negative. Look, world central banks dictate the value of their currency by setting interest rates. And how do they set them? Again, by getting into the market, making it happen, by printing cash out of thin air and buying bonds. So if they're negative in certain parts of the world, they're telling you that the cash is worthless already. And here in the United States, real rates are negative as well. So really, I want you to ponder this video that I'm going over all of this absolutely critical information here today. Because people, I promise you, we are on the edge of a seismic economic shift here, and the proof is right in front of our faces. Again, I urge you to do a little research about the premise of this video, which is how the middle class is being forced out of the big metropolitan areas. That is huge step number one, and the rest is going to follow here. And I'm going to say this one more time before I end this video. If you are a member of the middle class, the problems that you are going to be facing moving forward will more than likely overwhelm you. You will not be able to handle this. So take action now. Do something about it. I don't know what. Think about what you need to do. I've been going over how to protect yourself, at least from a financial system point. And that means get out of their system, bet against the debt, become your own central bank. That means holding a hard asset, period. But in the grander scheme of things, beyond any shadow of a doubt, we're going to be facing an economic event unprecedented in human history moving forward. And this resource issue that has been created by the debt-based economic model and this super mega debt bubble is going to burst, people. It's going to burst with devastating consequences globally. And the world will be facing a crisis greater or worse, however you want to put it, than a nuclear exchange. These are the facts here, and it's going to be biblical. Mark my words. Do something about it, people. Think of what you need to do. Get more people involved. Maybe that's what we have to do. Make a real push to get people to understand the ramifications of what is occurring all around them. And again, the middle class here, people, in a few years, mark my words, because I've been dead on with this, will no longer exist. And that means you may no longer exist if you are a member of the middle class within a very short period of time. With that said, I'll see you all soon. Over now.